Today I want to kind of just think some thoughts aloud about money. Particularly about the fear of having no money. I think that, the more money that you have, the easier it is to survive. If you've got a lot of money, then you can choose where to live. So you can choose, where do you want to live in the world? You can choose a safe space, and you can choose a space which is close to good food and water, whatever else, whatever you need for your own survival. You can pick and choose with money. With money, you've got more opportunity. And so, with that in mind, I think that really the fear of having no money, which I think a lot of people have, which is why a lot of people try and get money, which is why money is such a big area of life that people focus on. I think the fear of having no money is the fear of death. That's where it's stemming from. Anyway, so I don't know. Money is interesting. In my own experience recently, I've been coming up against this fear of not having enough money and stressing about that. Now, it's just it's kind of clear to me that, I don't want to suffer. Of course not, no one wants to suffer. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to do things in which I know is going to cause suffering within me. And to go against your own, I suppose your own nature, to go against your own intuitive I think we all have this intuitive sense of what's right in terms of I don't know, I suppose what's harmonious and in alignment with the flow of nature itself. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that if I don't follow this alignment with nature, or whatever you want to call it, then you suffer. So what I'm trying to say here is that, like, working a job just for the sake of money, because I quote unquote need money, that doesn't align with what, that just does not align with me. But it's like, of course I'm going to need some money, I know. So I might as well do something that I enjoy, that has value to me and it has value to others. And, try a bit to make some money from that. But, if I try too hard to make money from that, it becomes, it's like, it's out of alignment again, like, I don't know if this is making any sense. And I know that there's this voice inside my head, and it's probably in a lot of people, saying like, it's like, stop being fucking lazy, just get a job, stop being lazy, just, you fucking work, we're all fucking working, like we're all working. No one fucking likes to work, but it's the fact of life. You gotta do it. And I feel that energy around me a lot, and it's been programmed into me. And it's not a very pleasant energy to feel, and money is not real in the sense of, what, money is a concept, it's just a concept that we all agree on, so it becomes, you know what I mean? Like, really what I want in my life is to be more aligned with nature, to be, more natural, to live how nature designed me to live. I don't know. It's, like, every other animal doesn't have money, No other animal needs money, and they survive just fine, right? And so fear of having no money is also fear of not being accepted in society and the culture that you're in. Because again, if you don't have any money and you don't really care about money, or like, like you don't have a job or whatever, yeah, you're gonna feel that energy of like, you're lazy, what are you doing if you don't work? What do you do? Everybody's asking you, what do you do? And it's like, well, what do you mean, what do I do? Like, what do you mean, what do I do? It's like, I'm just a human existing. I eat and I shit and I walk and I play games and I talk and, I create. I just do whatever I do, like, what do you want from me? What are you trying to ask? It's like, what is that question? Are you asking, what do I do for money? What do I do for work? It's like, what my job is. Like, well, for me, sometimes my work is making music. Sometimes it's making videos. But that kind of stuff is, in the realm of what society seems as acceptable. I can't, if people ask me, what do you do? I can't, this isn't a valid answer saying, like, I made a meal today. I created some spaghetti bolognese, But is that any different from, creating a video or a piece of music? Lots of creation can be had, like everything is creation. Everything you do is a creative act. Anyway, it's just my frustration. It's just, So yeah, there is that fear of being the outcast in society if you don't have money or you're not doing anything towards it. You see, the thing is, I think I actually, I work a fair bit, quote unquote work, I am making music and videos and, whatever else, I'm doing things. It's just that I don't get paid for it because artists don't get paid for shit, Even though artists make the world go round, like everywhere you look. I mean, life is aesthetics itself. Life is beauty itself. Without artists, there wouldn't be anything, Art is essential to our well-being. And anyway, just some tangents, but anyway, so it's like, do I really want to um, do things with the intention, do things coming from the fear of having no money and wanting to have money? Or do I want to do things for the love of doing it? None other than that. And share it, and if people value it, then money will come in, like that's just what's gonna happen. The problem is that what I love mostly in this period of my life is solitude and inquiring into, I like to contemplate, and yeah, that's I don't know. People may think that's selfish or whatever, like, but you do have to be selfish to be selfless. There's, anyway. I sense that, money's always gonna be coming in. Like, I think a lot of people are like, I've got to do this thing so then I've got a stable income. But nothing's stable in this world. Nothing is stable. Everything's always changing. Everything's always arising and declining. You can't create a stable income. You can create a stable income for like a little bit, for some amount of time. I don't know what I'm saying, but like, what I'm trying to say is, I want to have the faith and trust that money will come in when it needs to come in. Money will happen when it needs to happen for me. Like, recently there's been this stress and whatnot about, the future, like how am I going to get money in the future? What am I going to do to have this steady, stable income coming in? What am I going to do? And I don't know, like, there's something to that. I mean, yeah, it's good to have a stable income to, you know what I mean? But I think also a more natural way of living would be to just have faith that when you need money, you can get it. To have faith and trust in myself, to say to myself, like, I have skills in which people would benefit from, and people would gladly pay me for those skills. So for me to just trust that and be like, when I need money, then I can go and get it because I have skills that people want, I don't know if any of this is making sense. Yeah, I don't know, man. And it's this other thing of like, how much money do you actually need? I mean, right now, I don't need any money at all. I'm living with my parents, But soon enough, I will be living in a van, you know. Um, that's my next step. It's my next period of life. And I'm gonna need to be paying registration and insurance and petrol and food. Like, that's really the basics. And really, I could probably, you don't actually need much money for food, like I mean, obviously it's good to have a well-balanced diet. But, you don't actually need that much money just to get by with food. If you've got like a kitchen, like if you got like, I don't know, man, but so really, yeah, I don't know. It's just this sense that I have that, I don't want to be dependent on money, nor my happiness. I don't want to have my happiness depend on money. I do want to be an animal, I want to be happy. Like, I want to be okay with being an animal in the wild, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, like, you know, for a lot of people, it's like if they, if all their money ceased to be the next day, and that same with their house, you know, if suddenly their house was gone and their money was gone, you know, and whatever, most people would suffer a lot, because, you know, that's the world that they were familiar with. They don't know any other way of living outside that. And so I suppose, you know, I'm not against money or whatever, or having a nice place to stay, or having lots of good expensive food. Like, it would be fucking great to have lots of money, obviously, but all I'm saying is, like, you know, like this desire to have money, like, is it aligned with the natural flow within me and within nature, you know? And it's not. That's the thing, is that it's not. Like, you see, my main want in life isn't to live in luxury, or to even just a little bit of luxury, you know. My main desire in life isn't to get a house and to have good food or whatever. It's just to be happy for the sake of it. Like, I don't know if this is making sense. Like, you see, I don't have a preference. I mean, yeah, I have a preference, obviously. Like anyone would, you know, like, you know, it would be preferable to have money to do shit. But at the same time, it's like, it is hard to explain. It's just not a priority. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's just there are more things that I value. That's the thing. More things that I value. It's just a problem that everybody else does value having money to do things. So it's like, you know, if you want to hang out with people, it's like you go to a restaurant or something, you know, hang out with your friends, you go to a restaurant, and it's like, well, I've got no money. I've got no money to spend on restaurant food, you know, that's too expensive for me. It's, it is a shame that everybody else values it so high, and it's like, oh, what do you want to do? Let's go to the cinema, and then let's go and get some food, and then after we can get some ice cream. And it's like, no, I don't want to do any of that because I don't have any money, but, let's just go for a walk in nature and have a chat. Maybe do some exercise, or, there are lots of fucking things in life that are free. And so yeah, really, I think earning money shouldn't be. I mean, this is just my thoughts right now in this moment. They will change probably. I don't know, but I don't think that you should be earning money as a goal. I think earning money should be a byproduct of doing what you love. I don't think that earning money should be, this direct goal. I think that you should just do whatever you want to do. And if money comes in, then money comes in. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. I mean, that's how I want to live my life. And I don't want to have this fear of not having enough money. But there is that fear. And there's also this fear of people's judgment, of not having money as a priority. People are so set in their ways of, you need money to survive. But of course, do animals need money to survive? No. I don't know, man, I don't know. I'm making this video because I noticed that it seems that whenever I have talked about things that are on my mind doing these video journals, whenever I've talked about things on my mind, it helps me understand more and helps me overcome it more. For instance, I did a lot of videos, and I probably will continue perhaps, a lot of videos on my passion, my creativity, what am I gonna do? Um, yeah, this energy of an artist, this identity of an artist, and this kind of stuff. Looking at my life now, it's not really there anymore. Like this striving to be somebody or do something in the world. Like I've got to make a film, or I've got to make a song, or and I've got to promote it, or anything like this. Like I sense, and the stress and suffering that was caused with that, and of this impatience and rushingness. And I don't, like, so, now in my life, it's like, if I want to make music and I want to make videos, I will do it. But when I don't want to, I won't do it. And like, that's so fucking simple, isn't it? But why was I, anyway. So I figured that just getting your thoughts across, not knowing what the fuck you're gonna say next, talking about the things that are causing suffering in your life, just by talking about it, not knowing what you're gonna say next, it helps you understand it more. And the more you do it, the more you talk about it, it helps you understand it more. So that's why I'm making this video. I feel I haven't said much in this video. I feel like I haven't gotten to the core of it, but that's okay, I guess, But yeah, really, I think it just comes down to this sense of like, I don't want my happiness or contentment to be dependent on money, or how much money I've got, and am I gonna have enough in the future. And it does come down to this fear of death, I think, because like, you're not really gonna die if you don't have enough money. Like, there are so many places that you can stay at, and there's so many like things that you can do to just get a little bit of money to survive. You're not gonna die if you don't have enough money. But what I'm saying is that your life as you know it will die. And I suppose that's what's scary to most, is that, if you have like a house and a job and whatever, and then next minute you don't have any of that, it's like, and then you're living on the streets, it's like, you're not dead, but you feel like you're dead. Like, everybody's now looking at, like, before you were this, like, before you were like this, someone high up in the social hierarchy and whatever, and then next minute you're homeless and people are perceiving you like that, and you're down the bottom in this social hierarchy. And now you got to do things that you didn't normally have to do before. You had your fucking food ordered to your house. Now you've got to, and like, you were doing other things throughout the day, But now your whole days are spent scavenging for food, just full of scraps, you know. But you see, you didn't die. It's just your life's changed, and that's what we fear. I think we fear, you know, really our identity dying. You know, who are we if we don't? You know, who are we if 1 minute I've got $1 million and the next I've got $0? You know, and all these possessions, and then the next minute I don't have any. And you know, who am I then? How are other people going to see me? I mean, I will say right now that, you know, like, I have a fair amount of money. Like, I mean, in relation to most people, I've got like shit all. But like what I'm saying is like, you don't fucking need much. You know, you don't actually really need much. You know, I have a passive income stream coming in. It used to be so much higher, but things changed, things happened, and now I don't get much. But you know, it's that, and you know, I do music gigs, and you know, sometimes I do you know, record video for theatre productions and, you know, whatever else. And, you know, this is what I was saying earlier, is that, you know, I just got to have faith in myself and trust that, you know, I'll have enough money, because there are these things that I do, you know, and there are these things that I can always do, you know, like people in theatre want their production to be filmed, and I can film it, and all I got to do is just go there and click record. And people want promos done, and people, you know, people are gonna pay you if you go and fucking play a guitar in the street or at a bar, you know. There are all these things that I can do, and it's like, the thing is that people may ask, like, well, why aren't you doing more of that now so you can get money? And the thing is that it isn't aligned with the natural flow, and you know, this is really at the heart of it. It's, you know, it isn't aligned right there, you know. Like, people say like, oh, you could go do some busking, or you could shoot more theatre productions, or you could, you know, do these promos or whatever. It's like, yes, I could do that, I could do all of that, but I don't fucking want to, you know. And maybe I will want to when I need money, but it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. My battery's about to run out soon, so yeah, I just want to develop a better attitude here about money, and yeah, not be so fucking dependent on it, you know. You know, like, you know, you don't fucking need much to be happy. You don't need much. We've fucking fooled ourselves into believing that we need so much to be happy, to just be chill and relax. But all this shit's made us unhappy, you know. See, I want to be happy with nothing. That's success in my eyes. To be happy, to have nothing in your life whatsoever, to have your life be a fucking barren land, and to be happy, That's fucking success, man. That's achievement. That's that's what I want. I want my life to be nothing, but I want to be fine with that, you know? I want to be okay with having everything taken away from me, because at the end of the day, it's gonna. We all die, you know? Everything's gonna come to an end. You can't hold on to anything. So you might as well die before you die, you know? You might as well prepare for this, you know? It's really what it comes down to, you know, like, it's that quote in Fight Club. It's only after you've lost everything are you free to do anything. You know, if you're okay with having nothing, and if you're happy with having nothing, then everything else that you get is just an extra little bonus, you know. Your baseline is 100% when you've got nothing, you know, but, you know, it's a bonus to have some money, it's a bonus to have some company, some friends, it's a bonus to have good food, it's a bonus to stay in nice places of the world. It's all just a bonus, but you know, that's not where the happiness lies. The happiness lies with having nothing. Happiness lies, you know, this is what, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, can you be happy with having nothing? Can you be okay with having everything taken away from you? Can you be okay with dying tomorrow? Can you be okay with dying any second, you know? Can you not be attached to life? Can you not be attached to death too? Can you neither want to live nor want to die? And everything else, you know, in life, all the joys, all the money, all the ice cream, all the people and places, it's just extra little bonuses, you know. And if you're truly happy with having nothing and you're fine, then you'll be in the flow and you'll naturally just go towards what you feel you need in that moment. So perhaps, you know, you're happy with having nothing, and then you go and, you know, it's like, oh, well, I kind of want some ice cream, I want some food right now, or I'll go, you know, do a job for a day, and then I'll have some money so that I can eat some food, and then I won't think about it again, you know. It's not like I've got to get a job forever and make it secure and stable. It's just like, what do you want to do in the next moment? That, you know, what do you want? Instead of doing things out of fear. Fear of life going away, fear of your identity going away, fear of not being enough, of not having enough, fear of being an outcast in society, fear of all this shit, fear of loss. If you can overcome the fear of loss and be okay with dying, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, like I said, this video was purely just so I could get my thoughts across, so I can overcome this stress and suffering. See you later.